if he stays in Labour Party, one thing I can guarantee you is that in 2027, he would have absolutely no platform to contest, because that platform, it's already been, or rather in the control of the
compromised.
Of the party.
So are you suggesting that the Labour Party has been compromised by the APC?
Oh, it's long gone. I mean, some of us know, deeper details that we will not want to share online. But Labour Party, you take it from me, Labour Party is long gone.
Mr. Peter Obi ran away from Labour Party with Aisha Yesufu, who confirmed yesterday, the comrade Alaja, that she has never been a card-carrying member of Labour Party. But she wanted to pick their card yesterday. But let me announce for Nigeria that Mr. Peter Obi should not blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By the time we invited the Efcc over this matter that I want to mention.
You see, when I received the invitation to be here, I was told that I was coming to throw some light on the statements that I issued yesterday on behalf of the Labour Party. I didn't know that I was coming to face a character like this. You see,
we don't just statement. I am not being paid by Mr. Desoti. We don't just statement.
Hold on, Mr. Obi. It's important. You had your time. Let us hear from Mr. Asogo.
I didn't insult him.
Hold on, Mr. Obi.
Very great people. Welcome to Rethink Nigeria, where we say we bring on an old story that had to do with politics. This channel will be dedicated to politics majorly this year. So I beg, if you're a politics lover, I beg, this is the right channel for you. You will grab everything when they go on for the political arena. On 31st, 2025, P2B decamp from Labour Party officially to ADC. We know that they all started a coalition together, but officially P2B decamp, and his decamping from Labour Party to ADC has generated a lot of misreaction, especially in the camp of Labour Party. Labour Party is divided into two right now as we speak. While some part they jubilate, say thank God, say P2B don't go, say because P2B na bad luck to them, and some are still saying that they have been expecting his decamping ever since, that they support his decamping. Now, in this video you're about to watch, there's a lot of heat between the two Labour Party factions. When we say they nearly slap themselves. This other side, when we say there is a thank God, say P2B don't come out, say because P2B is a bad luck to them. On the other side, another faction, when they talk, say the decamping of P2B, that they have been expecting it before, and that they will support P2B with everything that they have. Now, I beg you would listen to them. The people, when we say they represent these two people, is one is Kenneth Asokwa, and the other one is Mr. Arabambi. Meanwhile, Mazi Tochukwu also gets something to talk about Labour Party, stating that Labour Party has been brought up by the ruling party APC. That is the ruling party that is making use of Labour Party. That if peradventure P2B remain in Labour Party, that you have no platform to contest for 2027 election. So I beg, listen to all these things and tell me what you think in the conversation.
Mr. Sogwa, he joins us live from our Abuja studio. Let's begin with you. We saw two statements within hours of Peter Obi's defection, one describing it as a liberation and a mistake. The other, which you wrote, expressed continued support and celebrated that move. Which of these statements really represents the legitimate and official position of the Labour Party today? And why should Nigerians believe your version over the other?
Thank you, Nifemi. You see, there were not two statements from the Labour Party. This needs to be pointed out. There was only one statement by the Labour Party, and it was issued by me on behalf of the national chairman, the interim national chairman of the Labour Party. If there was any other statement that was issued by any quarter, it was probably issued by some meddlesome interlopers. And I will explain to you. You asked me why our own statement should be taken to be the official statement of the party. The reason is simple. The courts in Nigeria have spoken, beginning from the High Court, Federal High Court, to the Supreme Court. in a judgment that was delivered on the 4th of April 2025. They spoke very loudly that Senator Donald Usman is the national chairman of the Labour Party. So on that note, any other statement coming from any other quarter other than from that camp is not representing the official position of the Labour Party. Now, coming to the statement that was issued yesterday, I want Nigerians to even be the judge. When you look at the tone of the statement that was issued by the other people and look at the tone of our statement, to correct an impression that you created here, we didn't celebrate the ouster. Nobody celebrates the departure of people from your political party. But the fact remains that when Peter Obi came on board to participate in that coalition, we issued a statement on the 26th of May saying that he obtained the approval of the party to be on that coalition talks. We reiterated that statement on the 3rd of July when, after just in the wake of the unveiling of the coalition, we restated the fact that the party knew that he was participating in this, and the party does not have any problems with that. Now, as regrettable as it is that he has exited, the party is trying to rebuild itself to stand stronger in 2027. I don't see any reason why somebody should disparage Peter Obi for exercising his right of association just because he has left the party. Someone went as far as apologizing to Nigerians for fielding him as a presidential candidate in 2027. We owe him a great deal of gratitude that he has brought the fortunes to Labour Party more than he has ever had since 2003. Even though Labour Party had in the past produced a sitting governor in the name of Olusegun Mimiko, but the fortune that the party got in 2023, we shouldn't close our eyes to that. Those fortunes didn't fall from the heaven; they didn't fall from the sky. Somebody made it to happen, and somebody woke up and said that these are people who Nigerians wouldn't have known about in the first place. If not for Peter Obi, the people who issued these statements, that Nigerians wouldn't have known about it. They were in Labour Party. The man who claims now to be the chairman was his tenure predated Peter Obi's emergence as flag bearer of the party. He was there, but nobody knew that he existed as national chairman of Labour Party until Peter Obi came and made his name known to every Nigerian. And you wrote a statement saying that you fielded a wrong candidate. So when you read my statement, if anyone read my statement and you read theirs, then I will allow you to be the judge.
Let me bring Mr. Abambi into this conversation. You are with the Julius Abure faction of the Labour Party, and you heard Mr. Sugu saying there's only one statement here actually, and that faction is recognized by the court. But your statement apologized to Nigerians for fielding Peter Obi in 2023, which is a big statement because many people would say, what was the Labour Party before Peter Obi? Was it a party to reckon with on the national platform? That it was Peter Obi who gave Labour Party the national stature, in that election. How do you react to that?
Well, let me be very categorical. There is a difference between education and knowledge. The Electoral Act forbids anybody from being a member of two political parties. And you see, I don't normally like to join issue with background, most of this staff of the governor of Abia State. We don't want to be joining issue with them because they are the one working for him. But you see, the defection of Obi yesterday, everybody knew that in 2010, he swore by Amadioha before Senator the former national chairman, that he would never leave Abga. He would die with Abga. It's on your station, it's on our rise, it's on channel. On April 7, 2024, on Sunday, this same man swore before our Lord Jesus Christ, I will not leave Labour Party. Yesterday, he denied the deity of the Igbo land. He denied our Lord Jesus Christ and jump ship into ADC. It is a confirmed now that Mr. Peter Obi, as far as we are concerned, is a repackaged fraud, and he must be suffering from what we call physiological fantastica. That is an art of lying. When you are perfected an art of lying, you will lie yourself up. And that has made him a betrayer, a serial betrayer to Julius Abure.
Hold on for a minute, Mr. Arabambi. Hold on for a minute. Because I like us to stick with the issues and not call names. It's a new year, right? We don't want to, it's not a shouting match. We just want to have
it is not a name.
an intellectual conversation. But just a minute, I just want to follow up on your position, because you mentioned that Peter Obi had moved from PDP, from APGA to PDP to Labour Party and now to ADC. But here's the point I want to make. Here's the point I want to make, Mr. Arabambi. Just a minute, so that we can hear each other and understand each other. If you were Peter Obi, would you be running on Labour Party today, given the kind of confusion that the party, is now immersed in? You belong to Julius Abure faction. Mr. Asogo is with Nenadi Usman. Who knows who is really in charge of the Labour Party? Wouldn't you advise anybody who is serious about an election to go to a platform where there is more unity?
No, there is even a faction in ADC who have even rejected is coming to their party. They are in court. But as we speak, there is only one name on INEC portal. None most of the background staff of Alesoti, who appointed themselves as chairman and national secretary. INEC did not know them. In Ondo, in Nekiti, and Oshun, the name of a candidate has been uploaded under the INEC portal. I conducted that one of Oshun, and I can confirm to you that even the record of Oshun, by Sabuti Agboke, participated. He witnessed our own primary where our governorship candidate emerges. Now, the point I want to make clear is this. Mr. Peter Obi ran away from Labour Party with Aisha Yesufu, who confirmed yesterday, the comrade Alaja, that she has never been a card-carrying member of Labour Party, but she wanted to pick their card yesterday. But let me announce for Nigeria that Mr. Peter Obi should not blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By the time we invited the Efcc over this matter that I want to mention, you are aware there is an Obi Dirty Amen campaign account where this woman who claimed yesterday that she was not a card-carrying member of Labour Party was a signatory to this account that we have 12 billion naira and $15 million. The account as follows: Zenith Bank 1241 95 0451, Standing Bank 009165 7896, Heritage 1400 23 49 00, Globals 1012 81 94. Mr. Peter, let me assure you, and Ken Waswaga and Governor Lesotho, you cannot run away with that money. That was what they are trying to cover up. I'm coming. I've just mentioned the bank. The MD are listening. The bank managers are listening. We will petition the FCC now. We don't want anybody to say, oh, Tinubu is... No, I'm coming. I'm on national television. I don't want them to say, oh, Tinubu has started again. We will look for this money. They must bring this money. That money was donated to Labour Party campaign account. It was not donated to Nest International. It was not donated to Peter Obi. And
I hear you. I hear Mr. Arabambi. Allow me to steer this conversation, within the context of why we invited you. The issue of fraud, you can take that up with the Efcc. I don't think this is the right platform for it. Mr. Asogo, for millions of Nigerians who voted Labour in 2023, these contradictory messages are confusing. Do you accept that the party has failed, at least in communication, to provide clarity at a critical moment like this?
Thank you, Nifemi. I will answer that, but before I come to that question, allow me to say something here. You see, when I received the invitation to be here, I was told that I was coming to throw some light on the statements that I issued yesterday on behalf of the Labour Party. I didn't know that I was coming to face a character like this. You see, I want to state something. Some months back, this same fellow
I am not being paid by Mr. Lesotho. We don't just statement.
Hold on, Mr. Arabambi. It's important. You had your time. Let us hear from Mr. Asogo.
I didn't insult him.
Hold on, Mr. Arabambi. It's important that you give my other guests the time to talk. You are going to have your time as well.
You should not talk to me like that.
You are going to have your time to reply, Mr. Arabambi. Mr. Asogo, please go ahead.
Months ago, this same fellow wrote an open letter to the DSS, Department of State Security, saying, leveling all manner of allegations against Mr. Peter Obi, that he is trying to overthrow the government of President Tinubu. I am not a spokesman for Peter Obi. I speak for Labour Party. But there is something that we need to put out here. Someone who has this same type of character, the media should be cautious in giving him space to talk to Nigerians, because this kind of character is capable of throwing confusion in the system. You see, if there is allegation of fraud or corruption or misappropriation of funds against Mr. Peter Obi, the appropriate quarter to channel your petition is either to the Efcc or any other law enforcement agent to investigate him, not to come and assassinate people's characters on television. You wrote to this same character about 3-4 months ago. I'm sure you, Nifemi, you are a media man. I'm sure you know about what I'm talking about. He leveled allegation as grievous as somebody trying to overthrow the president of Nigeria. He leveled it against this same man we are talking about. And this same character is the person you gave invitation to come here and peddle this kind of allegation against him. So, away from that, now, coming to the issue of miscommunication and confusion in the party. You see, there is no confusion here. The party is handling this issue the way it should. But because of the funding that some outside forces are giving to people like this man seated here, that is the problem. Because a Labour Party today is suffering from the effects of what the...
How would you describe his decision to do this? Some people, social media typists, are saying that they wish he didn't join the ADC, while some of them are commending him. We're seeing a faction of the Labour Party led by Julius Abure saying that he has finally left. In fact, it looks like they're even happy that he did that, right? So I want to know your holistic reaction of how you describe this his decision to move.
Well, there are two factions, if I may use that here. One is the leadership of the Labour Party that is now saying that they are happy that he left. Well, it remains to be seen, because sadly, in the street parlance, we say there are certain markets you say wheat and wheat. Sadly, the wheat is gone. So you now have the markets and there is no attachment to it. We will see in the next electoral cycle how many people that will contest under Labour. I mean, Peter Obi gave Labour Party a lifeline, a national visibility. There is no doubt about that. And that is as a result of the painstaking job many of us did that the moment we moved into the Labour Party. Now, things happened, and eventually he decided that, well, it's now time to coalesce with other well-meaning Nigerians to understand that the current party can only be removed by a stronger force. And that is what, we are currently doing. Now, to the others who say that he hasn't, or he shouldn't have left, those are those in government who are panicking. I can tell you, I read tweets from Festus Kayamo and my good friend Daniel Buala, and I laugh, because when I read in between the line, I see a set of people who are scared because they know exactly. I mean, myself and Daniel, during the last campaign, in Abuja, we used to compare notes. So if I reflect on the notes that we used to compare now, I understand personally where they are coming from, why they are behaving the way they are behaving now. So that is actually led by mostly the APC, and you're wondering, why would they want him to stay in Labour Party and not coalesce with other Nigerians to get to the goal? So those who are saying that also, either from that camp or those who are ignorant. Because if he stays in Labour Party, one thing I can guarantee you is that in 2027, he would have absolutely no platform to contest, because that platform, it's already been, or rather in the control of the
Being
of the ruling
compromised.
party.
Hello, Martin, did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
You
now.
said, so are you suggesting that the Labour Party has been compromised by the
Oh,
APC?
it's long gone. I mean, some of us know, deeper details that we'll not want to share online. But Labour Party, you take it from me, Labour Party is long gone. And those who say that it's good that he, he finally left, well, we will see. I mean, it's business for some people, but we will see how that business will thrive without the engine that run, or rather that run that business.
Personally, I think it was a bit salty for Labour Party to more or less give a good riddance message on social media, being that with the exception of Mimiko running for governor in Ondo State, they hadn't, they've never been a force anywhere. And nationally, I think 5,000 votes, the last candidate they had years ago before Peter Obi came, even with all the questions people have about the election, still doing about 6 million votes. To do a good riddance message, I thought was a bit salty and a bit surprised Julius Abure and the secretary who released that. But
in fairness, that was released by the, it's not Abure here. Okay. But the point is, there is a way that you really get, there are things that you think it will never happen. When it happens, I mean, they just had to put up something just to say, okay, yeah, like you said, good riddance. But again, they are hurting because the business that they are doing. Labour Party, we know, before Peter Obi joined Labour Party, everybody knew that Labour Party had been that platform where people who failed in primary move in, right? And it's business. Now, and Peter will be moving in there, trying to drive in some accountability means it's no longer business as usual. It's no longer, it's like someone who runs, a lockup shop. Suddenly there is a structure around that shop that you're running that has to say you need to keep your books clean. You need to tell us how money came in. You need to tell us how money, went out. But you've been running it. You can, at any point in time, dip hand in the pocket and, do whatever you want to do. Suddenly, there is a structure around you, and that structure is a powerful one. I mean, you need to really begin to look and say, well, I need to get my old life back, so to say.